Those four places. All right. Hey, everybody. Sorry we're a little bit late. Welcome back to Tango Talks. I'm Tango, currently recording with 4 layers of clothing because the heat is off, but also wearing flip-flops because today it was like 71 degrees.
I know, isn't that crazy?
It's the craziest time of year.
It's still raining out, though.
Yeah. I just want to let everybody know that we're on the new platform now. It's Riverside, and we are concurrently streaming to our Riverside studio, our LinkedIn profile, Facebook page, and to YouTube all at once. So you can watch us live on all those platforms now, and you can actually chat with us through all those platforms. We'll see them here, and we'll respond to them. And I think that's it for right now as far as new updates. But what's our episode for tonight? Did we decide which one we're going to do? We both did a script for tonight since we had a last minute cancellation. So we quickly threw something together last night, and haven't really decided which one we want to do.
Well, we really don't even have to have a script. We're better unscripted anyway.
True. But it's nice to have like little ideas though, because I get lost on tangents, and maybe we can just go back and forth on both of them.
Yeah. I can.
All right. So let's call this then our episode. This we're going to call it Reinventing Ourselves Take 2. And I'm trying to get my microphone out of your way here, so you're not. Can you hear me okay on there?
Yeah, I can.
Because I've got it far away. I'll just have to talk. I'll have to talk loud like Angela.
That's right. Yell, just like Angela does.
Okay. Well, you can start. Make you decide which one you want to go with.
Well, like we said, we call this Reinventing Ourselves Take 2. And I think one of the reasons for the name of that title too was just because it's springtime. We're ready for spring cleaning. We're trying to not reinvent the wheel, but reinvent our plans, our way of doing things.
It's a renewal, but I always hate this time of year. I'm trying to look at you, but the camera's up here. All they're going to see is the back of my head. But
that's okay. I'll look at you right here at the camera.
Because it's just, people are slobs, so then all winter long you've got stuff piling up under the snow and layering and layering and layering. You still got some leaves that fell last year because we had early snow this year in upstate New York. I mean, it started snowing in, November?
October.
Was it that early?
It was October because it was Halloween night, if you remember.
Oh, yeah, when I fell
sleeting.
and tore 2 millimeters of my tendon on your unkept sidewalk.
Yeah, I'm sure it was that. Not the copious amounts of alcohol we were consuming.
I can
adventure.
neither confirm nor deny the amount of alcohol that was consumed by everybody that night. So whether that had anything to do with it, possible. I'm not going to confirm it. If you know me, you know which part of that is really the truth.
No, but you're right. I mean, it's been a long winter, and we're looking forward to. I mean, we've had some teasers with the weather. Been like, we had what was today? Was 70-something degrees? It was
71 in Hartford on my way home.
Yeah,
and then it was maybe like 68, 66 by the time I got home. But I'll take 66 or 68 and rain anytime over all that snow again. I'm so dead tired of snow. I just don't want to see it anymore.
Yeah, and last week we had the same thing where it was, we had 72 one day, and then it was snowing by the weekend. Yeah. We had like just a dust.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
It was just a dusting, but it was just enough to put you in a foul mood, Like you're just like, what?
Yeah, it was. I think that's what's sucky about it is that all the snow disappears, and then overnight there's another 2 inches. And 2 inches makes a big difference. I haven't done one of those in a long time. Come on.
It does. It does make a big difference.
I know.
The snow.
Makes me miserable, that's for sure. wake up and see all that snow out there again.
Oh.
So let's see here. Maybe we can play off on both scripts and just really screw everybody up tonight. Let's see here. So this time of year is actually they call it the shoulder season.
Shoulder?
Boy.
Shoulders, like our shoulders?
Yep.
Oh,
I'm already.
okay.
So I don't have a cocktail for this episode, so
What?
and I keep looking at you again, and people are just going to see the side of my head. It's going to take me a while to get used to doing this video thing, but I like it.
I know, I do too. Except that I can look in there and I see, oh my gosh, look at my hair's out of place. Hair's in a ponytail. They all get to see what we really look like. I mean, you look nice. You look cute with your little hat.
Yeah, I wasn't going to wear the hat, and sometimes I think like I need the glasses off just so it's not reflecting so much. Cause
I know, but then how do you see? I know, I feel like I need mine
I can
off
still
too.
see, it's just not as well, but because I'm getting the glare. Wow, look, you can see the computer monitor in my glasses.
Your glasses.
And if I turn just right, you get the bar light. So
perfect.
Whatever. I'm just turning on some of our little things here. There we go. All of our branding. We got to have our branding. So they call it. This is the shoulder season, and I think you have one now, but you also have one in the fall. You know, when you're doing the big flip flop from one season to the other, and it's just that weird limbo between the last pancake breakfast and the first tulips, which ours are about 3 inches high out there right now. So we're getting there, and I love seeing stuff come up. So as long as we stay in the 50 to 60 degree range, we should do good with our flowers. But yeah, so that's kind of what that's kind of like the whole thing with the what they mean by that. It's that time of year where you're excited to see the snow go, but you don't want to be outside because it's just all muck and garbage. Like lawns are just, you can't step on your lawn because it's like quicksand. It's just all mud until everything finally settles in and gets absorbed,
Yeah, unless you live at my house, then you got the lake until,
Lake Minnehaha.
Yeah, all the water that gathers on the side property there.
It goes right up to your driveway, too.
I know. So we know it's officially the end of spring when that subsides.
There's a couple of places around here I see on the way to work that are just, oh my goodness, they're just swamped with water, and I feel so bad for them,
Yeah.
Ours just always ends up down there at the end of the yard there. Like I'm pointing like people know what the frig I'm talking about.
At the end of the yard, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the other things that we were talking about too, like reinventing yourself. I think we've had some great guests, haven't we?
You know what? We've had some. It's sad that we've had a couple bail on us last minute. We had the one no-show, but one no-show out of a whole year, I guess, is not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. I'm going to need like a paper clip like right about there to hang my notes on, so I don't have to keep looking down at them. But so yeah, let's just roll into this. I think we've done enough chit-chatting.
Yeah.
So you mentioned guests, and we're talking. This is gonna kind of be like our spring roundup, like we did one for end of the year. What do you think which best guest did you like the most and it stuck with you?
Well, it's hard. It actually is hard to pick one. I feel like the message with all of our guests are very similar, so maybe the question should have been, what are some of the things that have been sticking with us just in general from our guests, take great joy in all the things that you do.
I feel bad that your face is cut off.
It's not.
There
I'm just
that's
I'm
better.
leaning over into the.
There we go.
There. Okay. I'm leaning over into the mic so you can hear what I'm saying. Take great joy in everything that you're doing.
True. And now I'm leaning. We need We need somebody to come in and set us up with a professional setup in here because
Yeah. Hey, that could be part of our renewal segment too. Is there any professionals out there that can help us out?
help us.
Help
Just
us.
help us.
Help us. We need help.
I think, we've covered things we've done a lot of mental health things, which I kind of enjoy. And I know you wanted to start touching base on like spirituality and some of that stuff, which falls in line with, for me anyways, with paranormal stuff and things like that.
Well, not always.
No, I know, not always. Now I'm going back and forth. I don't know which script I want to use. There's good things on I'm sorry, people. I'm just
I don't think we need scripts. Wayne.
I've had a bad day with printers, and I'm not having a better night right now with technology.
It's
All
funny
right,
is
yeah.
we've had so many guests we don't know what to do when we're us now because we're asking so many questions to our guests. It's like
Right, we get to work off each other, and I agree. We got kind of used to having guests in here, and I love having the guest, but I like our time too. But and that silence that I've got to clip out when I edit.
thank
this
goodness
thing.
for editing.
Right. So let's kind of start this over again.
Okay.
So we're going to start off tonight with segment 1, the maple hangover. So did you all make it out to any sugar snacks this year, or are you still recovering from the sugar coma? I've never gone, I've never gone to, and I would love to go to a processing,
Like
when
a
they're,
sugar shack?
yeah, when they're
Yeah.
processing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think about it until we're now. It's too
Well, we
late.
have so many of them around here too.
There's where-
several.
Yeah, there's one. Where did I find it? Somebody told me to go there because I don't know, they knew them, but it's just outside of New Hartford. But it's like you go up this road, and you're almost on a dirt road, and it's just a barn, and he's got all of his stuff in there, and then it's just shelves of maple syrup.
Yeah.
But
That's basically what it is. It's just like a lot of people have either like a really grand setup where they have all of the huge metal pots and almost looks like a distillery, 'cause
Yes.
they have all of the ooh, that was
I wonder
thunder.
if that'll get recorded.
That was thunder.
Thunder.
Yeah, we're in the middle of a rainstorm too. Hopefully, we don't get struck by lightning while we're speaking.
Now I wish I had my cocktail. If I'm going to get struck by lightning in my own bar, I want to at least have a cocktail in my hand.
Anyway, the sugar shacks, they usually have like all of these big vats. Some of them, the ones that are elaborate type fixins, they have those, and what they do is all the sap is carried from the trees throughout the time period, and it goes through a tubing system and it goes into the vats, and then they get kind of filtered out and put down into a boiling pot, and then the pots boil and boil and boil and boil and boil for like hours and days and the whole 9 yards to boil all the water out.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden now it becomes your maple syrup. And some of my favorites are not just the syrup, but I actually love those, those little maple leaves, the sugar leaves.
Oh, yes. Those, I do like those.
If you ever need like a little bit of a speedy jolt, have a couple of those maple leaves. And when you buy them, sometimes you only buy them in 4. And I
Yep.
know why you only buy them in 4.
Because if you ate more than that, you'd be in your sugar coma. You'd be flopped out on the desk, drooling out of your mouth, and people are like, yeah, she had 6 maple leaves. She'll be fine in 20 minutes. She'll be okay.
Don't eat all of them at one time.
They should come with a little warning on the wrapper that says, do not ingest more than 2 at a time.
Straight up sugar. Sugar in the raw.
You know what I think it is? I think it's the stuff I think they just scrape the stuff that gets stuck on the side when they're all done, like pouring the actual liquid part out. Then all that sugar that's coated, they're just like, oh, I know what we're going to make out of these.
Yeah. And it's just butter and sugar and, it's so good.
I agree. Let's see. So you've gone to these, and I haven't.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I haven't been there for the whole process. I was there just to pick up a gallon of maple sugar, and I think it was our friends in Key West. She wanted it, and then I went and picked it up for her. And I don't know if we shipped it down. I think we might have shipped it down with her order. She was coming up. I can't remember, but that was the first time I've ever walked in while they were making it. But I have friends that the whole family gets together. They sit outside in a circle, and they've got the whole thing boiling. And I'd love to be a part of that sometime. I think that would be really fun.
It's really a lot of fun too, because I know we didn't have anything. My mom and dad, they owned a little hobby farm, and we had many maple trees. And we didn't have like an elaborate system where we had everything just kind of like tubed into a vat. It was actually, we went out and we tapped trees at the time. The time you're supposed to be tapping them. And it's usually right at the point where like we're having that transition of weather, where now it's the freezing cold to now we're having a lot of warm days. And basically it'll just flow right out of your tree. So you put a little spigot into the tree, and you tap it all the way around, and then you hang your buckets, and then you take your little buckets full, and we did a lot of stuff outside where we just kind of heated up. You put over a fire pit, you put a big pot, and then my mom even used to take a little pot with the maple syrup in it, like the watery maple syrup part, and you could throw like a kielbasa in there or some hot dogs, and you boil them up, and then you take them out and you drizzle a little of that water on the hot dog bun, and you have your kielbasa or whatever on with the maple sugar water.
Oh my goodness, that sounds good.
It is good. It's delish.
But actually, I think I did read something, though. It said that this was the last week for syrup harvesting.
Yes.
Because now the plants are starting to get into their growth. They're sucking up all that water, all that syrup and stuff.
The syrup will start to get sour.
So again, this time is when people start thinking about gardening, which it's almost a 4-letter word. You don't really want to go around speaking the G word right now. People are still, getting used to just getting out of winter time, and hopefully the snow's hung on pretty good this year, and hopefully we're done with it. It's supposed to be in the 60s, 50s at least for the rest of this week. So let's hope.
Yeah.
Let's see. I know I keep saying and I'm trying not to, but I listen to a podcast by a psychiatrist, and he does it a lot. And,
he says
yeah, he does a lot, and then he it's like it becomes now that when you become conscious of it, it's even worse. But I almost said it again. But he does it a lot, and he. Never mind. Because I don't have it in front of me, so I'm trying to think out loud, and it just doesn't work. I was talking. So I'm getting my another MRI done on my back, and it's scheduled for a couple of weeks. And I just saw these people like a couple months ago, not even a month ago, for my shoulder that I tore on your sidewalk. But she's going along. She's asking all the questions. Like, well, I was just in there like a month ago. She was, I know, but I still have to ask all the questions, make sure. I'm like, all right. So she gets to the one question. She's like, do you have any special needs? So I started laughing. I go, well, no, unless you ask my husband. He's probably going to say I have lots of special needs. And then she started laughing so much she couldn't get to the next question. She had to try to laugh her way through it. And then she kept chuckling in the back. Again, we just talked about the ground right now. It's just it's like walking on a wet sponge, and you're just going to sink in it, and you're not going to really get anything in the ground right now. All you can do is hope that we just walk around just to make just to see if things are coming up, but not a whole lot is coming up.
Just some of the spring stuff, like the crocuses, the daffodils, the tulips, the hyacinths.
Yep.
They're all starting to peep their little heads out of the ground.
The way it's set up here, if I can get my finger to do it, like right there, it looks like we're in two separate rooms.
It does.
I've got all solid wood behind me and a beer sign.
It does, and we're sitting next to one another.
I was just noticing.
That's just because we got our quiet stuff on the wall.
Oh, now we got to wrap it down further so that we can cover the whole thing. Yeah, so like you were saying, this time of year, that you've got, other than all the brown slush and stuff flowing around, but yeah, you're hoping that flowers are coming up. I know we've got tulips up. We've got I don't know what the little white ones up that come up really early in the spring.
The snowdrops.
Yes, so we got a bunch of those up. So we'll see what keeps. Usually we get like a big dumping of snow and it kills everything, but we'll see what happens. I'm optimistic this year that it's going to be good.
I heard peepers when I was leaving work.
But there you go.
So that's a good sign.
And there's actually, I was just looking here, there's actually a couple of shows that are kind of cool for this time of year. So in Buffalo, you've got the 13th annual cherry. I want to go to this. It's the 13th annual Cherry Blossom Festival, and it's slated for April 25th. So I think that would be fun to go to. They've got pink boats on Mirror Lake. Taiko, is that Taiko? Taiko? Taiko. Drumming. It's the closest we've got to DC cherry blossoms without having to deal with DC traffic.
Yeah, but in Buffalo, is it warm enough in Buffalo
I
on
wouldn't
April
think so.
25th?
I don't know.
That's
for
interesting.
cherry blossom, but it
Yeah.
is towards the end of the month, and cherry blossoms do come up pretty early.
They do.
So, but I would like to go see it. And then a little bit more closer to us, we've got the Mohawk Tulip Festival, which I've never heard of, and that would be fun to go to. And that starts April 27th. A little tip here: if you want to feel fancy, go for the specialty teas and pretend you aren't worried about your basement flooding. Because a lot of us up here do.
Yes.
This time of year. And, we're always running downstairs and we're like, I don't see a leak yet.
Some pumps are in overdrive for sure.
Let's see here. So our next segment, we've got the in-between checklist. Before it looks like our thing is short this time around. Oh, we are 22 minutes. Oh, that was the other thing. I was doing some research on optimum podcast length, and we really, I know we keep saying we're going to try, but they say 20 to 40 minutes.
That's it?
That's it. Because people are, the most times that people listen to podcasts are when they're driving to work or coming home from work. And most people live within that 20 to 40 minute.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Obviously not everybody.
So
but
45 minutes is too much.
Right. Some of our older podcasts were like an hour and 10. It's hard to stop sometimes though when you've got a good conversation going with somebody, you know. But
and especially when it's us, like we usually always have such a good time when we're talking.
Yeah.
Because then we know it's time to go home after we're done. We're like, oh, we got to go home now. Till next week.
You go home, and then I usually fix myself a cocktail and go inside. But again, I really need to have my cocktail. I mean, you know why I don't have it? I was so nervous the first two live shows that we had video, and I don't know why. I mean, it's in our show listings. It's part of our shtick. You know what I mean? It's in our description. You know, it's like we talk about life, society, and culture, and all these other things, and health and mental illness, and it's the two of us with cocktails and our little mascot Capone. I gotta see if I can make a little mascot that pops up every once in a while.
That's a good
Get
idea.
a little Capone's
I like
face.
it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
because
pop
Capone,
up.
Capone's not out and about today just because it's so rainy and floody out there.
He'd come in a brown dog.
Yeah, he would be all muddy.
He would love it, but Mommy would not like it.
No.
So we have those two events that are fairly local, and then we've got the Meadowbrook Farm Spring Fling in the Cascals the same weekend. So it's 20,000 tulips. Oh my goodness!
What?
But it's on the same week. It's on April, or it starts April 27th, and then April 25th for the cherry blossom. So it's that same weekend.
Ooh.
That's a lot of tulips. I would love to see that. Where did we go? I don't think it was with you guys. I think it was down in Connecticut, Stephen's sister's place. But this person built this like 10-acre garden, and there's just tulips and everything. I mean, there's just things just all naturalized, all planted along the trails, and there's places.
Oh,
I mean, it's a
wow.
huge. I mean, I don't know how many miles the trails are, but you just walk through it, and you can see things that they planted that are growing on the top of rocks and fields, and it's as far as you can see, it's just all naturalized plants and stuff. So I think it was cool.
That sounds
This
cool.
is more like an informational thing for what to do in the spring in upstate New York. There you go. So
right.
back to our in-between checklist. I'll let you do that part.
Okay. Which one you got here? Right here?
Yep. So I have a habit of just.
Okay. So the April 1st alert. Oh, yeah. Trout fishing season opens tomorrow.
Wait, trout season opens April 1st?
Yeah, so tomorrow.
That just seems so early.
Yeah, if your spouse suddenly disappears at 5 a.m., then you know where they're heading. I don't think sometimes with trout season, like when the waters are really starting to get, like the ice has thawed and the waters are still cold, but sometimes you could just grab the trout right out of the water because they're just like swimming a little quicker.
Me and my uncle used to do that where my parents used to live up in Lee Center Point Rock area. The stream in our woods would dry up during the summertime.
Yeah.
And there would always be, from the spring waters, you'd have these cliffs of rocks that would hang over the water.
Mm-hmm.
And we would just take our shirts and just go under there. And you didn't have to look. You just take the shirt and you just scoop it underneath
them
there.
up.
And you were just scooping trout right out of that.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, nothing tremendously big, maybe in the 14-inch range,
Yeah.
But they were good enough to bring back home and eat, obviously.
Yeah.
But, it was, we would just do that all day long. We'd walk up and down the stream just catching trout with our
Oh,
hands.
my gosh, that's awesome.
'Cause they had nowhere to go. They were just stuck in these little, 6x6 ponds, and
Yeah.
there wasn't enough water for them to swim out.
Oh, yeah, this is one of my favorites. We have to use our car wash strategy. Don't wash your car, because as soon as you do, it's going to rain.
I thought about that today. I was gonna wash it, but I've had that happen every time. I wash, especially in the wintertime. I mean, it's not going to happen in the wintertime, but you get 3 or 4 days of nice weather. So the first thing that you want to do is I'm going to go wash my car. Sure enough, snows overnight, all covered in wash. I'm like, why'd I bother? Why'd I bother?
Maybe that's what I should say. It's not just the rain. It could snow still in April.
Right. Well, we were just talking about that, me and Stephen, before you got here. Same, it can. I said it's probably going to snow up until June.
I really hope you're wrong.
I know somebody's going to slap me.
Don't even say it, Tango. I don't want to hear that. No snow. We're ready for pool weather. Come on.
I agree.
You know,
I really
we live
am,
for that.
I really am ready for pool weather. I was actually curious about what it would cost to
build a greenhouse around the pool.
Yes, but no. How much it would cost? How much? I would love somebody to chime in and tell me how much would it cost to heat an above ground pool upstate New York, 30,000 gallons, all winter long. There's got to be a dynamic for figuring that out.
I would think so. But my guess is you would have to really put a greenhouse around it or some type of enclosure.
Well, for optimum use, just to keep from losing all that heat.
Yeah.
Well, because I think at those temperatures, the thing would evaporate by the end of January. It'd just be steam coming out of the thing.
I know.
And if you did a greenhouse over the top of it, it would just be
It'd be raining in your
it'd be
pool
raining in the pool,
outside.
and there'd be ice that goes hanging off the top of it.
On the outside, maybe, but not on the inside. Oh, boy. I'd contribute to that, though. I'd help you build that.
Then we could just attach it to the side porch, and we wouldn't have to go outside. Just go right from the side porch right into the pool and back out again.
Oh,
Yeah, when are you guys getting a hot tub?
I hope soon. Well, now we got to wait till winter. We're not going to sit in a hot tub in the dead of summer.
Well, maybe at night, but yeah, I see what you mean. Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
we have to get a hot tub, though. That's our responsibility. You got the pool, we get the hot tub. All right, what are some of the other things? Oh, the Barry Manilow factor. He's coming to Albany's MVP Arena, which is in Albany, New York, not Albany, Georgia.
I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna say I'm excited about that, but I'm sure people are. You know what I mean? He's still
On April 20th, they're going to do that. So some people, if you're thinking about doing something for your mom, moms like Barry.
Oh my goodness, Angela.
You don't think so?
First of all, I'd have to get a signed release to get my mom out of the nursing home, and she wouldn't remember it anyways. We'd get probably halfway there, and she'd start screaming at me. It's like, who are you? Why are you kidnapping me? And I'm not trying to make light of Alzheimer's, but it's just that's the truth of the story.
What she would, yes.
It sucks when when we have to do these last minute put-togethers.
Oh, we're doing just fine. Everybody likes to listen to it.
Let me see how many people were chatting. Ooh.
They're going to start giving us some really negative feedback here in a minute.
Well, look how snotty this program is. It's like live chat. It's like, oh, it's a little quiet in here. Be the first to say hello.
Say anything. We'll start playing some music. They can do a little sing-along. Oh, we have one more thing here. There's the Tulip Barn Quilt Workshop at the Shaker Heritage Society on April 25th. Where's that? In Albany?
What did it say again? Where? It doesn't tell you where it is?
No, it just says, check out the Tulip Barn Quilt Workshop at the Shaker Heritage Society on April 25th.
Well, they must be. I mean, it must be something that
I think probably
people know.
close.
They must know about it. I've never heard of it, but
Shaker Heritage. I don't know what that is. It's probably something that we know that's very close by, and we just don't know. We don't know of it being referred to as that.
Right. I guess that's it for today. It's a short episode. Well, we're within our 20 to 40 minutes.
20 to 40 minutes as recommended.
That's going to be hard to hold guests to. Some of our guests get into their tangent, and they like to be very thorough in what they're discussing, which is great. I love it. I don't have a problem with an hour-long show, but I guess if you're looking for...
Well, I think, too, like some of our shows have been hour-long. We've had some technical difficulties with some of our shows, only because it really is, as much as we like to think, or at least we want to see ourselves further ahead with our like using our tech devices and stuff, we aren't, because we're trying to learn the software with each one of these programs that we've had to be into.
Right. Now we're learning all over again because we have to figure out, like, okay, don't touch that button because that cancels the show.
Yeah. So, I mean, we know it's a little bit rough going, and some of you may have a hard time listening, to the things that we're putting out there, or the time that we're spending trying to get going. But if just, bear with us, because we really enjoy what we're doing, and we hope that you do too, when we really get through the thick of things,
right. I would really like to do, it would be nice if the software had a poll in it, because it would be nice to find out if people like listening to us or if they prefer the guests. You know what I mean?
Well, I hope it's both, because we really enjoy doing what we're doing, but I think we enjoy talking to our guests too.
I enjoy both. I think I like the guest sections. If we can narrow our niche down in the guest sections, because we're all over the place on, we go from talking race car driving to makeup. You know what I mean? It's just, maybe we don't need to be like, all of our guests are going to be health and fitness. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't think so. I mean, I think, we always say, our show is about life.
The human experience.
Yeah.
It's
so I think we're
life,
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. I saw it on one of our AI scripted things for describing the show, and it had that in there. It said, general discussion, or something like general discussion about the human experience.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I think that's probably the most truthful description of the show that I could think of. There's no right or wrong. It's just we talk, we talk about everything. I do like lots of different aspects. Like when we do have, I don't, well, I know why I'm drawn to mental health discussions, but
Right.
I like those, and I like the cinnamons that we had on that talked about when they don't vacation, they travel, and everywhere they go, they leave a little something behind, as a, I don't want to say token, but just to
It's better,
right,
to
something,
an
yeah,
area,
like they did that
or
well, I mean, and
in an area that was, very water deprived,
Right.
so they didn't have clean drinking water. So they, that was their goal, to actually make, build the well to supply the drinking water, which
Yeah.
is amazing.
So, anyways, if you're listening to the show, we certainly appreciate it. Give us some feedback. Do you prefer to have us just talk? Because I know we get kind of goofy sometimes, and I know my sister loves that. Or do you like it when we have the guests on and our topics are more varied and different? I do know that we've scheduled at least one Tuesday out of the month that is just us. So no matter which
Yeah.
way you pick, you're still
Yep.
going to get a little bit of us.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I guess that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just curious to know which way our listeners go, and of course now we're back to trying to rebuild a lot of our listeners, because when we moved, we lost our ranking on some stuff. We're up to
Yeah.
1,600 streams, and now we're back down to 300 streams. It's just a matter of people. If people
Finding
follow
where
the
we
links,
are,
if they
yeah.
follow the links correctly, they'll find the show again. So I think I'm just gonna. I should do one of those little pop-ups at the bottom here that's got the actual link to the show. Which is here. I can just do this. Did that thing? Oh, it did flash. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wait, what's it?
5.
Huh? I didn't know it would do that. That's kind of cool. Anyway, so see, we learn as we play.
This is fantastic.
So we'll do this. That. We'll make it into a link. Really big lettering.
There you go.
Do you like that, or should I make it a little bit bigger?
Yeah, that's good.
Let's do that.
That's perfect.
That's what I've got to ask. I want to change the ending part of that. I don't want it to be my studio. I want it to be War Studios or something. So I got to see if there's a way to change that. Then I got to go through and change
Tango
all the
Talks.
links on all the websites and all the
Tango
connections
Talk Studio.
or Tango Talk Studios. Yeah, something.
Yeah.
But I guess that's it for tonight. And
Yeah.
the same old. We appreciate it if you share and like us and refer us to your friends. Don't forget, our Patreon link, which, that's another one I got to build.
Yeah.
Don't forget the Patreon. You can find all these episodes on our website, HM Print Design. There's a little link at the far right in the top menu that says podcasts. We are going to be adding some more of these. Another reason why I'd like to do a poll is I was joking with Angela the other day about I have to figure out a good title for it, but maybe Tango Sings or something like that. But having the camera going while I go to work, and it's just me singing in the car on the way home into work.
Yeah.
And we'll see how interesting or goofy that turns out to be. But it could be something interesting, Maybe people, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but
I think that could be fun. I think that would be fun. Maybe give them a little taste of our karaoke nights.
But I want to do a work one too, though. Like maybe do-it-yourself videos or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
that we build and sell and put together and stuff like that. I
Right.
think that would be interesting. Even you don't have to show them the whole process, but little short clips of it. You know what I mean? And like when you're doing your soaps and dog barkery stuff.
Yeah,
I think those would be fun too.
definitely.
And I think with Riverside, we can have as many pod stations as we want. So.
Oh, I like
So
that
that's
too.
nice. But
That's cool.
I guess that's it. And, all I can say is everybody stay dry. And until next time,
Yeah. Till next time.
Skull.
Skull.
Wasn't sure how we were going to do it there, but all right. What do you have?